everyone. In our last video, we had mentioned to you that our clinic was finally starting to open up after being shut down for many months due to the coronavirus restrictions.
So now that our clinic has opened up, we are finally able to move forward with the transfer, and we just wanted to show you exactly what we've had to go through with the coronavirus still going on, and what we've just had to deal with and the complications that we've had. You'll see that Lindsey actually needed to have a small surgery. We had to do the COVID testing.
Yeah. So
just a lot of extra things going on for this transfer. So we hope you enjoy the update.
Daydreaming again as I look out the window and see the wind softly moving there.
we're here at the center. We are getting a sonohistogram today, which is a fancy ultrasound.
To make sure that you don't have any cysts,
polyps, fibroids, cysts
growing, and make sure that we can move forward.
Yeah, that everything looks.
Has it been?
It's the last time we were here was February 3rd, which was when we did blood work to find out that things had failed.
And it is. Here we are.
Yeah.
Restarting. Clinic's finally open.
Yep.
And
we'll see what happens.
And just for a moment I'm free. You said eternity deep in the heart of me.
so they're only allowing the patient to go in, and so San Diego County has different regulations right now than Riverside County does, where we live. So only Lindsey could go in for her appointment, so I am waiting out in the car.
So we wanted to interject a little here and explain a little bit more in further detail why we chose to do the SHG test. There had been some complications in past transfer cycles where we needed to perform this test, and it being about 3 or 4 months since I had been back at the clinic due to the coronavirus, we really just felt like after prayer and talking to each other that the Lord was really placing on our hearts to get this test done. It was an extra expense, but we really felt like it was something that we needed to do. And unfortunately, the first time that we went to do this, it came back abnormal. The doctor wasn't able to see clearly what she needed to, so I had to go back a second time and get the test done. Heading down for an SHG test at my clinic. This will be my second test in the last couple weeks. The last one came back abnormal, but we are hoping that since it's been 2 weeks and we've made some modifications, that will be enough to get a normal test result. If things go well, we will be moving forward with the transfer. If test comes back abnormal again, I'll be having a procedure. So definitely something that the Lord has been prepping me and encouraging me in being able to do on my own, and I'm just thankful that I have the opportunity to do this. We'll see what the direction is for us with this second transfer. Well, did not get the answer that we were hoping for. There is something there that now needs to be removed. But the Lord has the perfect plan and day set, and I'm just thankful that we did this test and that we'll still be able to move forward just in the Lord's timing. And so more waiting. Well, it looks like I have to have another surgery. Not expecting that news, but I know that it's all gonna be worth it when it's all done. So tomorrow we'll hear from the OR and know when our surgery date is gonna be. And then after the surgery, a week later, we can start the medication for the transfer.
All right, gotta get swabbed.
Yep, getting tested for COVID. Never thought I'd be doing this.
Hi, what is your name?
Lindsey
How to spell your last name?
Rogers, Rogers.
How you feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Deep in the heart of me. Now my spirit sings. I wish I could fly. I wish I could fly away. The wind starts to rise. Will you be my hiding place? I wish I could fly. I wish I could fly away. The wind starts to rise. Will you be my hiding?
So in order for Lindsey to have the polyp removal surgery, she had to have the COVID test done. That was an interesting experience.
Yes.
In a drive up, we did a drive up testing, and they swabbed her, and it came back negative. So we heard from the surgery department, and we're able to move forward with that. The surgery was successful. Everything turned out great. She only had to heal for about a week after that, and then we were able to go in and start the baseline testing. We are here at the clinic for the first ultrasound to see the lining and to see where we're at with that.
Yeah, it's called the baseline appointment. This is where it's giving us the baseline, the bottom of the lining. So wanting to make sure the lining is really, really thin today. That way we can start building up the lining with medication. And the thicker the lining gets, the better chances of the baby implanting into that lining.
And that will be in
That'll
2
be
weeks.
in 10 days.
10 days
From today.
So we are still going through the coronavirus, obviously, and there are restrictions on going into the clinic, so I don't get to go in today, but we're going to try and Skype so that I can be there virtually from the car and just kind of see what's going on and hear what the doctor has to say. So this is going to be transfer number 2 coming up, and we're just hopeful and just excited to try again and just see what the Lord does with this transfer. And He's really been working in both of our hearts to just prepare us for whatever happens, and being the second time around, just the fears and the concerns and the doubts of all of this, and He's really just allowed us to be able to talk through it and work through it together. And so we're getting more and more excited and anticipatory as the days go on. And
I think from a humanistic perspective, it feels like this is the worst time to be doing this. There's always unknowns, but being in the middle of this pandemic and just what's going on in the world and our state, just restrictions and things getting shut down and just so many unknowns on that front, it just feels like there's more added risks to this. But we know that the Lord is at work, and we know that if the Lord desires us to move forward on the dates that we have scheduled, then He will make that happen. So we're just trying to step out in faith and just trust Him with what's to come, and His timing and purposes and plans for all of that. So
Why don't you show them your mask?
Yeah, so I have to go in with a face covering, of course, because that's mandatory. So I figured, why not have a mask that is going to remind me to have faith over fear? And there's rainbows all over it because we're hoping that this will be our rainbow baby. So yeah, I'm going to be wearing that for the next 3 appointments, including the transfer. So making these new restrictions special.
All right. So you're gonna go in and then Skype me from the office.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. Hi, hon.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, you're good.
All right.
So today is baseline day. What? So this will look at you okay. Hey. Oh, wonderful. All right, we're all done.
Good job, hon. You did it.
Okay, just finished my baseline appointment, and now I'm heading out to the car to see Tim. Hi.
So how'd it go?
It went amazing. It couldn't have gone any better. He said the lining was thin and both ovaries are quiet.
Good.
So that means no cysts.
No cysts.
Which we haven't gotten to know that.
That was quick?
Yeah, well, if it's smooth and there's no issues, it's usually pretty fast. Medication schedule.
Oh boy.
So
Okay, here we
we'll
go.
start all of that. 24 days of it, and so
Okay. All right.
yay!
Teach me how to number my days, walking in wisdom. Show me the way, 'cause you said eternity deep.
And we are here at the clinic for the lining check to see if everything is good for transfer. We have our transfer scheduled hopefully for next week, assuming that everything is good today.
Yes.
So we are just excited. Everything went really well last week, and we're hoping that that just continues today, and hoping that we're going to have a good report.
Yes.
So how are you feeling?
You know, when we first started this journey, one of our first cycles, this was the appointment where we found out that there is something wrong with the medication and we had to start over. And so I feel like there's a little bit of just hesitation with that, and just wanting to make sure that everything's okay. We feel really hopeful that things are good, but you just don't know until you get the final word. And so I think I will feel much relief after the appointment to know what our next steps are and where we go from here. So, yeah,
Ready
ready to get it done.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Hello.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I just got my blood work done.
Okay.
And
So you're just waiting for the ultrasound right now then?
I am.
Okay.
Yep.
I love you.
I love you.
I wish I could be in there.
I know. I wish you could do.
We need more time, okay, on your afternoon app. You need a little bit more time. Can I just get this with a 12?
Correct.
So why don't we do this? Why don't you continue to efficacy tablets for morning conditions?
Okay.
Because if on Friday your lining looks great, then according to your schedule, you're supposed to be starting production on, right?
Correct.
On Friday. So if on Friday your lining looks good, stick to the schedule.
Okay.
But if on Friday your lining doesn't look good, you may have to pick up the time. Just to buy you more time for the next.
Understood.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So, did you think?
yeah, I heard everything. So you got to come back on Friday. Your lining is almost there. Pattern looks great.
Almost.
Same thing that happened last time. You needed a couple more days.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see,
Well-
and then you'll come back on. So she said if everything's good on Friday, then the schedule can continue. Okay.
I'll see you out there soon.
Okay, hon. Love you.
Well, today was my second appointment check for my lining. When I had come in 2 days ago, the lining wasn't quite as thick as they were wanting it to be. So they changed up my meds a little bit and had me back today to check on the lining, and the lining grew 2 millimeters. So I am at a 9 now, and my doctor thinks everything looks great. So I got my new instructions for meds, and we're moving forward with the transfer on the 12th. So I start progesterone tonight, and we're gonna transfer on the 12th. So excited.
And now my spirit sings. I wish I could fly.